I am Patricia and I am from Coleraine in Northern Ireland. I was first introduced to The Chosen probably by a friend who actually is now a missionary in the Philippines. And she had started watching it on her phone, so on a tiny little screen, and was raving about it in spite of the size that she was watching on. Well, my favourite season is season 1. And probably that is to do with how closely it was mirroring what was going on in my own life, in particular the thread of Nicodemus. Really what was happening in my own life at the time, I had invested probably a couple of decades in a career path, which was a calling as far as I was concerned, which came to an abrupt end. And so in I think it's one of the episodes, episode 7 or something, actually it's at that scene when Nicodemus meets with Jesus. And he says, I have so many questions. And so what I consider to be my calling in life seemed to come to a very abrupt end. And I had so many questions. I can't remember the exact wording, but Nicodemus says about his family, his position, and I would add to that probably financial security, all of those things that make us secure. And he says, am I to leave this? And that was the question for me at the time. And the answer was yes, and the answer was obvious, but it wasn't the answer that I particularly wanted to hear. And so it became a question of obedience, and your heart will follow. And so as well as The Chosen being helpful, it was the Lord speaking to me through the Bible by His Holy Spirit. And The Chosen was a tool in crystallizing what the Lord was already saying by His Holy Spirit through His Word. And it was amazing how just wrestling with things during the day and then watching an episode of The Chosen in the evening just nearly solidified what the Lord had said through His Word earlier that day. It was amazing.